put it on my lap so it doesn't vibrate on my
No, it's all
my
good.
desk.
Only can.
No, I got a freaking plant outside and it sends my my camera off. So the plant moves in the wind and my camera, whoop, there's a human at the door. There's no fucking human. Goddamn.
Is it the singing bush?
Sure. It's actually on fire. It's a burning bush.
You don't know Singing Bush from Three Amigos?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't get up much.
It's an old movie.
Welcome to Just the Tip, a fantasy football podcast with your tippers, Matt, Disfatt-Bidge.
These are just our tips, so take them easy, take them hard. It's up to you.
Ryan, the Tagless Haynes.
Most bizarre Haynes brief that there's ever been.
And Matt, hi, or Regan.
Yeah, I hear you. And I definitely would take the shot on it because you'd be dumb not to.
Coming to you from the heart of New England. Get ready to take some tips.
I love that intro.
I'm ready. I know. I need to edit a couple more things, but it's showing some promise.
Hey, we're moving on up.
We are moving on up. You know, we shed some weight on this episode. We're going to be, we're so much lighter without some numbskull around here. That's, you probably
briefless.
Can't hear. We are,
we're going commando.
I was going to say, we definitely don't have Haynes. It's more like Fruit of the Loom. But yeah, yours is better. Commando, free balling.
Right.
Welcome in, takers, to Just a Tip, a fantasy football podcast. I am Mac Disfatt-Bidge, and that's Matt IR Regan there. Regan, you might have to leave us early in this episode, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Mrs. Regan might be going into labor any minute now, so you know I'm here for the tippers or takers,
or the takers, either one. We'll see if we can even get through the first 15 minutes of this episode before you get the call. So,
ooh, baby,
but literally, it could be any minute. We don't have Ryan the Tagless Haynes with us tonight. He is work emergency. So we are going to get into a fantasy mock draft, redraft that is, PPR, 12-team, 1 QB, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, and a flex. And I threw in a DST for you.
You loser.
I know. But a lot of people still do it. Oh,
waste
I
of time.
Stream defenses. I don't even draft them in the draft. So
I do just in case they grade or something, so I don't look ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't really help that anyway. You do all the time. Yeah, there you go. Takers, I want to thank you very much. Our downloads and our viewership has gone up this year. We are in episode 16 of season 2. And, oh man, 100 days until the NFL football season. Sunday, that is. So.
Strangely even. Nice.
We got to start making plans now.
Ooh, man. We should probably practice, drafting.
We probably should. It's never too early to do some mocks. But you mentioned it, Regan. Let's get into your shorts.
Hey, yeah.
I don't know if I should do the drop. I feel weird.
No, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Okay, I'll make something else in post. What do we got?
We're gonna jump into the Haynes briefs, and not a lot of news here. Something real quick was charges for Jerry Jeudy were dropped or dismissed at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Pelissero reports this. Things could come back around. You never know. There's still a possibility of disciplinary actions from the NFL themselves. So something to keep an eye out. But it seems, that he might be a full go going into the season.
Yeah, I guess the NFL is still going to do an investigation, and we know how those work out, right?
Yeah, they have to. It makes sense. I think they should. There's no doubt about it because, threats could be made or whatever it is. It's his. I believe, I don't know, the woman that did it said that she is dropping charges herself. Mm. So who knows what's going on.
Yep. Do their due diligence, and I'm sure he'll be in the clear, though.
I hope so, and I hope this is nothing to even fret about, but I just hate that stuff. So, on other news, though, it's kind of positive for most of us, not Harrison Bryant, but David Njoku gets the bag with a 4-year, $56.75 million deal. Like I said, Harrison Bryant, he could have been the next guy up after Austin Hooper left Cleveland, but now Njoku will be the man in his prime at 26. I'm excited about this. Ryan's been hinting to me that this is a nice dynasty sleeper, so I'm pretty excited about that. The question is Deshaun Watson, who, mind you, got, I don't know, there's a 23rd case out there today, but we'll just keep that on the back burner. But you might have Deshaun Watson thrown to Njoku for at least 9+ games going into the season, maybe. How do you feel about this signing, though, Mac, for Cleveland?
The signing, it's Cleveland, the tight ends here. Njoku, he's all right. He had one good year back in 2018. 56 receptions, 639 yards, and 4 touchdowns. But, that was mostly Baker Mayfield throwing to him. So we all agreed Deshaun Watson's better. And then if Brissett is starting for him for half the year, he did target Gesicki a lot in Miami last year. So Gesicki had some value, top 10 tight end. I think when you get number 7, did I get that right?
I think you're making stuff up.
I probably am. Top 10 for sure. But yeah, the problem I have is Watson, he likes to scramble out and chuck it deep. And if the tight ends aren't going there and getting separation, he's not throwing to them. A former tight end that he played with, the only one of worth talking about for fantasy football. Back in 2019, Darren Fells was the tight end that fantasy relevance. I don't know. Do you remember him? He had a little bit of a splash. Yeah. 7 touchdowns, tied with DeAndre Hopkins back then as the team lead. So, but he only ranked 16th out of all the tight ends, 34 receptions, 341 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Is that appealing to you?
It's a tight end dependent tight end that you never want to rely on. That being said, the
touchdown,
correct.
I got you.
That's something that you don't want to rely on, though, going forward in general. Yeah, I don't know. That makes me nervous. He's probably going to be, another middle of the pack, probably like tight end 12, tight end 13.
Yeah,
if he has Watson.
Yeah, in a redraft, he's okay to take a shot on. Dynasty, I'm not going out to buy him. If somebody wants to take him off my hands, okay. I might look into that. It doesn't really get me excited. Yeah, and it's only really a guarantee of 2 years for Njoku, so I think they're kind of making him prove it to get the rest of that money guaranteed.
It's a good chunk for a tight end.
Yeah,
56
so
mil.
We'll see. But yeah, if you want more of an in-depth look at tight end history with Deshaun Watson, check out the brownswire.usa.com. Jared Moeller has a good article up there for you. And the rest of the news, OTAs. Everybody's
Sammy
just
Watkins
skipping.
didn't go.
Yeah, everybody's just skipping. It's voluntary. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Not really anything worth noting.
Wait a couple more weeks, then get nervous.
Is there anything else for the news there, Regan?
Nope. Just like my briefs, they're empty because I'm not wearing them. I tried. It didn't work out.
For streaking? No, I like it. I mean, I don't really like it that much, but
yeah, I'm in the comfort of my own home. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. Fun fact, in Vermont, there's some town there that you could leave your house naked and you're fine. But if you leave your house clothed and then strip down, you can get arrested for it.
How do they know?
I mean, I guess if they see you out in the city block streaking, I guess. I don't know. Or just stripping right then. I don't know. I got to ask Ryan and his friend in Vermont. What's his friend's name? Representing us up there. Let us know in the comments.
That's hilarious. There's experience behind this. I like it.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past them. Let us know in the comments there, Ryan's friend. Just a tip, a fantasy football podcast on YouTube. You can listen to us, Apple, Spotify. Leave a review there if you would. Really help us out, help our numbers, what you guys have been doing. So it's much appreciated. And then Google and Amazon as well. Download the episodes and share our tips with your friends and family. And with that, we will get to the draft. Yep.
You tool bag.
That's me. So we're going to start up this redraft mock here. I am at the 3rd spot. Regan, you are at the 8th spot?
I am.
Why did you pick 8?
Lovely 8. Because it's in the middle of the draft, so I was just trying to give somebody some insight on just like the dead zone, which I don't think is going to be that dead this year.
No, it's actually a sneaky good spot, and you're usually at like the 10 to 12 range, so that's why I was curious. You're just trying to see if the grass is greener over there.
Trying to move on up, you know?
I
Can
get
always
it.
be in the shithole of picks. Sorry. Happens to me
It's
every
so
year.
extreme. All right, let's start the mock here. First CPU goes off with Jonathan Taylor, big shocker. And then Dalvin Cook. All right. So, Regan, we were talking off. We're not really feeling to be hurt by Christian McCaffrey again this year.
It's been too many times, my friend. And I know you for sure have had it hurt a little extra in the recent past.
A bit, a couple times on a couple different teams last year. So I, at the 3rd spot, I have to go with Derrick Henry here.
Oh, yeah.
I can't be hurt by Christian McCaffrey, even though it is a PPR. Or do I throw a curveball at you right now?
You've been a jerk all your life. You probably just kidding.
No. I was going to go Cooper Kupp, but Derrick Henry.
What?
Oh, yeah. 3rd. I think 3rd is just too high for Cooper Kupp. I've been seeing him go as high as 4, but I don't want that.
You won't like my rankings then.
I probably won't. Next, we got Austin Eckler, then Christian McCaffrey at number 5, then Cooper Kupp at number 6. See, that's where I'm hoping that I'll be at. It's the number 6 spot to take him. All right, Regan, you are on the clock at number 8. Najee Harris taken right before you, but I really like that Cooper Kupp one at number 6. What are you thinking?
Yeah, definitely 6 Cooper Kupp. I love that. Najee Harris, I was hoping he dropped here. Obviously, he has not. So there's a couple of good guys here. Like you were saying off air, this spot is not bad. Justin Jefferson, Devonta Adams, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, great stack right there of players. For me right here, it's Justin Jefferson or Joe Mixon, and it's whatever route I want to go at. You know me though, I always go wide receiver. So Justin Jefferson's going to be my pick at this point, and I'll see what I can get for a running back coming after.
All right.
So after I took Justin Jefferson, we had a nice little run. Jamar Chase to team 9, Devonta Adams 10, Joe Mixon 111, and Travis Kelce to finish the round at 112. Not too bad. Stephon Diggs, first pick of the 2nd round. The 2-2, Tyreek Hill. 2-3, DeAndre Swift. Alvin Kamara, the 2.4, and I'm up again. Nick Chubb is sitting there. Love that. You know what I love too is the Mark Andrews right here. CeeDee Lamb. I think I have to go Nick Chubb. I see lower at Saquon Barkley, Williams as well. And I think he's definitely on the next tier right there.
Right.
Mark Andrews, CeeDee Lamb. I'm gonna go Nick Chubb just because of the
then
value there.
then Aaron Jones after that. I really don't think any of those running backs are gonna make it back to you.
Oh, no way. I'd be curious to see if it's Zeke. I know in this league it won't happen because it's obviously a mock, but in a regular league, I want to see where he actually falls this year. So Nick Chubb it is. Ooh, okay.
Apparently he's in the best shape of his life, or will be.
Yeah, his body can be in the best shape. That doesn't mean his knees are healthy.
After After that, we had Mark Andrews go tight end for Baltimore. Then Josh Allen, the first quarterback, taking a team 6 there. Then CeeDee Lamb, then Deebo Samuel. All right. So I took Derrick Henry with my first pick, and I could go another running back here, but then I am missing out on the next wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, and Keenan Allen. So Keenan Allen, good for PPR format, but he doesn't get in the end zone too much. Mike Evans, not good for PPR, but he gets the 1,000 yards, 80 receptions around there, and double-digit touchdown upside. And without Chris Godwin, I think he'll get more targets. But did I talk too long and my time's up?
No, you got 2 minutes, bro.
I'm just kidding. So AJ Brown was traded during the draft to Philadelphia. They targeted him. They paid him the money. I believe he's going to be involved in this offense. And it's just that other piece that Jalen Hurts needed. And I'll give you my line of thinking later on. I'm going to go for that stack with Jalen Hurts later on. So
if I let you.
If you let me, but I would not tell you this in a real draft. I will take A.J. Brown there.
I like the pick at A.J. Brown. I feel like it's smart to go. I know you'll get into it. The running backs are just.
The running backs are what, Regan?
Well, I'm just saying you were thinking about going a second running back. I probably would have gotten Williams, and that's about it.
Yeah, that would be it. And if Melvin Gordon, he would have been off the board already. But if Melvin Gordon wasn't there, I'd be all about it. But I'd rather go wide receiver after I have my number one running back. And I'll go with somebody else later on. All right, so after that, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Williams, Leonard Fournette, then Kyle Pitts. All right, I'm on the clock. Wow, am I already out of time again?
No.
What the hell is going on? I can't see with these sunglasses on. I gotta take them off.
You got 2 minutes, you fruitcake.
So on my phone, it's saying 10 seconds, and then it's saying 2 minutes on that. So, wow. Oh, man, I should not be drinking during the podcast. All right, so this actually works out pretty well for me. I got my number one wide receiver, and I got Aaron Jones right here for me. And without Devontae Adams in Green Bay anymore, where are the targets going to go? What stud wide receiver do they have there? Nobody. MVS left. Alan Lazard still hasn't signed a contract, apparently. I could be late on the news there, but is Aaron Rodgers going to trust a rookie? Or is it going to be A.J. Dillon and Aaron Rodgers going for it? So I wasn't even going to take Kyle Pitts this early, so I'm okay with all those guys taken. I kind of want to go Mike Evans here, though, or Keenan Allen and stack up on my receiver, but I'm going to lock up my running backs. Aaron Jones.
I love it. Yeah, we know that there's a lot of other wide receivers to come later, so yeah, definitely questionable though that Mike Evans. That's a nice little tandem you would have had.
And then if I did get Mike Evans there, I would look to stack him with Tom Brady later on if I missed out on Hurts, or I'd have that decision to make when I'm ready for a quarterback. But after my pick, Ezekiel Elliott, Patrick Mahomes, Mike Evans, and Cam Akers went to Team 7 here at the 3.7, and you are on the clock, my friend.
Whew, and this is a tough one for me.
Ooh. You got your boy there.
Yeah, Keenan Allen sitting right there, nice and pretty. I do feel like he's going to be making that turn as, not as productive as the past. This year, I think he's going to be fine, but I think it is going to start dropping down a little bit. We saw Mike Williams take off last year and being a real dominant player, dealing with some injuries, kind of fell off, and Keenan Allen picked up again. But I'm really between Keenan Allen and George Kittle right here in the third round. He's be the fourth tight end off the board. I do not feel comfortable taking George Kittle.
Another guy who's missing OTAs because of injury.
Yeah, see, another thing, like, he always injured, kills me. I'm going to go with Keenan Allen here. This is nice value for George Kittle in general, and it hurts me to pass it up because I'm a big tight end guy. No
Oh
homo on
yeah,
that
you
one.
love your tight ends. That's for
I
sure.
stopped.
You play tight end, so I get it.
Yeah. All right, so
That's-
after my Keenan Allen stack with Justin Jefferson, George Kittle did go off the board. Antonio Gibson, James Conner is a guy I overlooked right there. I was hoping that round kind of fell to the next pick to me, but what are you gonna do? J.K. Dobbins to finish off the third round with the 401. Justin Herbert, 402, David Montgomery, 403, Darren Waller, and Terry McLaurin at the 4.4. So I am up again. And
Going back to your Keenan Allen pick while you make your decision, he was a top 10 wide receiver last year, then 14th, then 6th, then 12th, then 3 before that. He's good for 100 receptions each year.
right, PPR machine.
You got to hope that he gets into the end zone more, but he hovers right around 6 touchdowns a year. So, and he's 30.
That's where I'm leaning to. That age is freaks me out. Definitely more scary in Dynasty though, not in a redraft.
Oh, absolutely. Redraft fine, and in this division where they're going to need to score points, I like the pick.
So in doing this, I just read you guys the guys that came off, and I'm yelling at myself right now for not taking James Conner because I would have been fine with a Nick Chubb, James Conner stack, and then taking T. Higgins right here.
Yeah.
That being said, I did not do so, and I will be taking Josh Jacobs. I like the stack here. I think he's going to get all the work like he did last year. This team is revamped. And adding Devontae Adams should, give him a little bit more space in the backfield, a little bit more space in the flats for some more dump off passes. It's tough passing up. Just so you guys know, we got T. Higgins, Johnson, Metcalf all right here. So you know how I am with wide receivers, but Josh Jacobs it is. I'm going to have this team well rounded out and see what I got later on for wide receiver picks.
I like it. I don't think I know you wanted my approval, but Josh Jacobs is going to have to be involved in a contract year. Hopefully, he stays healthy for you, man.
You love those guys. Contract year.
There's a slight edge to it. Like doing more research on it, it's not that much of a difference, but there is something to it.
Oh yeah, it's noticeable to the naked eye necessarily. Like anybody can just notice that they're playing a little bit harder.
I'll have to write a blog about my research about it. So we don't have enough time right now. So after Josh Jacobs was DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, Jalen Waddle. I kind of wanted Waddle. I wanted that PPR points there. So now I got a decision here.
Oof.
Breece Hall, go with the rookie. I already have 2 running backs, though. I could take the chance on the rookie really become a sensation there with the New York Jets. Or do I go DJ Moore, which we know his story, crappy quarterback, and Sam Darnold gets over the 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards, but he's a wide receiver too. I'm looking for somebody with more upside. Amari Cooper right here. If he gets Deshaun Watson and he's the target hog, the number 1 wide receiver for that team with a better quarterback, I think I want to take my chances there. Or do I go Jerry Jeudy? Or Chris Godwin? Oh my God, the decisions. I keep scrolling down the list.
There's some good ones. I'll tell you what, Amari Cooper, I love it. I love the possibility, but that team just scares me this year going into the Watson and what he's going to be for you. And then Chris Godwin's going into the season injured. Probably gonna play about half the season. I think that's the what they're predicting at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more than half. So,
All right. I think I'm gonna wait for Chris Godwin to come back to me after this, and I will
Ooh.
take the chance with Amari Cooper and his upside here.
I like it. I like your thought process. I would have hated the pick if I didn't understand your thought process.
Okay.
But if you could stack those three, whoo,
That's
baby.
why we'll talk it out. Yep. All right. So after I took Amari Cooper, Lamar Jackson went with the 411. Then we had Brees Hall, then Travis Etienne. Okay, team one. This is why I hate drafting with
I didn't
CPUs.
even realize that.
5 running backs in a row. What are you doing, Sleeper? What is happening? I love you, Sleeper HQ. Don't ban us. I just come on. What are we doing here? Then DJ Moore. So, like I said, a receiver coming back to me. Jerry Jeudy, Chris Godwin, or do I go tight end here?
Who, my boy Hawkinson?
Yeah. No, I'm not too keen on that. I am going to go Chris Godwin here. I've always talking about it. The upside will be huge. PPR as long as he can get healthy. And then there's my 2 wide receivers and my flex, and I have my starting running backs. Now I need to go with tight end and quarterback on these next 2 rounds. So
Yeah, if they fall that way, yeah, you're all set. That's a really nice top 5 right there.
we'll see.
I'm curious on your decision on going with Chris Godwin over Jerry Jeudy. Just you think his value is just going to be that much better when he does play? I know you're obviously going to be missing out. You're going to grab somebody to fill in for a little bit for Chris Godwin. But do you think the difference between 7 games from Chris Godwin is better than 7 games from Jerry Jeudy?
I've seen what Chris Godwin can do. He can be a number 1 wide receiver. I haven't seen that from Jerry Jeudy. And I've also seen how the defenses have been stacking up. And are they going to shut down Sutton or Jeudy? I'm betting that Sutton's going to be something to see this year. That's my guy on that team. So
oh, I love that.
I'm kind of out on Jeudy. Don't tell Ryan. He's not even fucking listening though. He doesn't support this podcast like you do. You takers out there.
I was gonna say Ryan listens to every podcast.
I know.
I hope.
It's like I'm reviewing the notes. We missed this, or like, oh, that was a good point by me. Always about himself. All right, you're on the clock. We had, after Chris Godwin, Michael Pittman, Elijah Mitchell, Michael Thomas. I am totally out on this year. And then Joe Burrow at Team 7 at the 5.7 there. So you're on the clock. You still have Jerry Jeudy and Hawkinson there. So
Hawkinson. I think I'm going Hawkinson right here. I like to take another look at Team 6, though, really racking in the wide receivers. So
yeah, he is.
It kind of evens out, though, because those teams kind of would have split if it was a regular draft. So that makes me feel a little bit better.
I actually don't like his lineup. If you're going 0 RB right here, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, and Michael Thomas taking the shot on him with Josh Allen. You got to put up some points, but
oh yeah,
you better find that James Conner this year.
We're always looking for that James Conner, and I nailed it last year. Won me all my leagues. All right, so you guys already know how I draft. TJ Hawkinson sitting right here, round 5. I think is a perfect time to grab a tight end. This is when it starts to get a little bit tricky between big names and actually big players, meaning are they going to produce or is it just their name that's talking for them? That's what usually happens right at the 5th round. So TJ Hawkinson, I know he can do work. He did work last year. He's probably the last. Dalton Schultz is probably the only other tight end I would feel okay taking.
Oh, come
on. Alrighty. So like I said, I'm going TJ Hawkinson here. I don't know if the listeners caught a little technical difficulty, but I was going with him. So after TJ Hawkinson in the 5.8, which I love, Kyler Murray went, Jerry Jeudy, Allenson, and Sanders to finish off the round. Kyler Murray, not too bad of a pick in the 5.9. To start the second round, 6th round, 6 Colton Sutton, Dalton Schultz, Damian Harris is at the 6'3", A.J. Dillon at the 6'4". So this is when the running backs, I think, start to get a little scarce. Would you agree, Mac? Yeah.
I would, but AJ Dillon in the 6, man, like if Aaron Jones goes down, he's a top 5 running back for sure. Possibly 60 receptions, double-digit touchdowns for him if he gets that number 1 spot and doesn't have to split carries. So I love that pick there. But yeah, nothing much for running backs now. So
so I'm looking at Treylon Burks right here. I think I would probably go Mike Williams at this point, but I already have Keenan Allen.
Right.
I'm not into stacking players on the same team. Just so you guys know as well, DeAndre Hopkins is there. What's his name? Amon-Ra St. Brown is also there. I already have somebody from Detroit all set with that. I'm really loving the upside of Treylon Burks. Running backs, like we said, Ken Walker is there, which I'm pretty excited about. Rashad Penny came back to practice today. Chris Carson might not play, so Ken Walker could be the starter there. I'm kind of leaning that way, but I'm just above and beyond with the possibility of Treylon Burks' upside right here. And I will go with the rookie. I don't know why. I just
feel
like he's got something.
that feeling. Yeah, he's got a cardio issue. I guess he had to tap out of OTAs.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I would. I wouldn't make it through warm-ups. Damn.
All set. You pass out just running to get to the water.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that, but I'll talk about it later. So you went Treylon Burks, then Clyde Edwards-Helaire at the 6.6. Remember when he was like a first-round pick? Poor guy. DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Williams, and Brandon Cooks.
Wow.
At the 6'9". Nice. So I am on the clock right now. I already have my wide receivers set. Now I'm kind of regretting the Amari Cooper and probably taking the Breece Hall pick there because Marquise Brown here without DeAndre Hopkins for a guaranteed 6 games. That'd be nice to have because they're going to need him. Then Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think there's just going to be too much competition there as long as everybody's healthy. So I'm kind of out on that. But I do need a tight end. And Dallas got it there. But I already have A.J. Brown. And then I want Jalen Hurts right there too. So looking ahead, the guy already has Lamar Jackson. Then the guy has 5 running backs. I have no idea what he's going to pick. Yeah, one of these guys you draft, there's such a wild card. So go get the guy that you want right here. Don't trust the turn. I would never do it this early in a real draft. But I'm doing it. Jalen Hurts, 6'10".
Okay.
I wanted
just
him.
to elaborate on what you were saying, Mac, about like kind of like regretting the Chris Godwin pick. This is why we do this with the players that were just on the board. You just had Marquise Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Adam Thielen, Garrett Wilson, Drake London. There's some great players right there around the 6th, end of the 6th. So keep that in mind later on. This is why mocks are so perfect. And I reached on Treylon Burks, but I took your advice exactly what you were saying. Go get that guy that I wanted because I knew he wasn't going to make it back. And that's just why I took it. I definitely like some of those other players as well, but I'm just loving the upside there. So, but you are up, my friend. Don't let me keep you.
I'm up, and Marquise Brown went after that. Then Ken Walker, Amon-Ra St. Brown, then Adam Thielen. Totally forgot about him. Hopefully he comes back. Now I'm looking at the tight ends right here. Dallas Goedert. Again, I don't want to stack A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, and Jalen Hurts. How many more rounds are we going?
We could do 3 more.
All right, we'll do 3 more. Then right here, I'm going to take a shot on a receiver that I think is going to be the number 1 in the offense. They took him with their 10th overall pick. Garrett Wilson, be the PPR machine for me to help fill out my bench. Hold on to him like you would Justin Jefferson's rookie year. Right, Regan?
Shut up. Why do you think I
And
drafted him first? With
yeah,
my first pick.
and wait for him to develop. And I already have the receivers there, so I'm all set. I can have that patience, so that's the advantage to me. So Garrett Wilson.
Oh man, so yeah, what do you got?
I was just gonna say Dallas Goedert was next, 7.4. Then Kareem Hunt, another guy who is one injury away from being a number one running back. 3 picks away from you. Would you have taken him as a handcuff? Because you have Nick Chubb.
It still seems a little early for me, but
Mm.
I think once we get to the regular drafts, he'll be going in the 8th, 9th.
Probably.
But
This is
I
a
would
way too early mock. So
yeah, exactly. I would probably take him at an 8th round pick if I could get him after this pick. Definite. So this is where it gets tough too. I got Drake London right here, and I really want to take him. Stacking up 2 rookies, odds are one of the rookies should probably be a bust, and the other one will probably do okay. And then you're looking for upside. Alrighty, so I'm going to take Drake London here. I know I just took Treylon Burks, but I'm going to try to, work my magic with 2 rookies and hope that one hits, and I will have a stud for my flex. I think they have both great landing spots, and they both have some high floors, so I'm excited about that. After Drake London went Devonta Smith, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Cordell Patterson to finish off the 7th round. Tyler Lockett, Juju, Brandon Ayuk, and James Cook. I was thinking about taking James Cook. Was hoping he came back around. He did not. Whew. That really puts me in a hole at running back. It sure does. It sure does. So, knowing that I'm probably not going to get some of these studs coming back, I have Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady staring at me.
right.
And I don't think Matthew Stafford would get back to me as well. How many teams do I got? 1, 2. I only have 3 teams in front of me without a quarterback. Actually, 2.
Yep.
So
2
I'm going
teams,
to take
yep.
my shot because I like all 3 of those guys. So I'm going to take a shot on passing on that. Get the guy that I need. Devin Singletary, no. Pollard, no. Chase
Chris
Edmonds.
Olave.
Chase Edmonds, I might take a shot on and see if he can just
Mhm.
become the receiving back there. There's also Michael Carter and Rashad Penny. So the question is, who do I want to just throw at the wall and see if it sticks? Is the real question.
They all smell like something you would do that with.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my shot with Chase. Chase Edmonds. They went out and got him as a free agent. They want him there. They should use him. I'm going to go with that player that I think will at least get the benefit of the doubt as the starter right away, or not starter, but get a good workload compared to some of these other guys that actually have some, new talent around them that they could be fighting with for time.
Yeah, Michael Carter, he's going to be phased out with Breece Hall, I believe. So, yeah, I don't mind the Chase Edmonds. Do you really think Sony Michel is going to win the job? Raheem Mostert injury waiting to happen. So, yeah, I don't mind that pick there.
Yeah, I'm
then
just hoping
Gabriel
from the PPR aspect.
Yep, exactly. And you just need him as a backup, as a flex play. Gabriel Davis was taken next. Tony Pollard, Robert Woods, and Aaron Rodgers. So I am on the clock right now.
So 1 quarterback went off so far.
I'm
looking good.
And I am not taking one. Oh, wow. Okay. Had to hurry that up there. I am taking Zach Ertz there as my tight end, especially with DeAndre Hopkins not going to be there for the first 6 games. I believe that they gave Zach Ertz the contract knowing that and signed him there because they're going to need him. And he was pretty studly down the stretch there. So after that was Rashad Bateman and then Dawson Knox, which I'm all out on Dawson Knox this year. think he's
Agreed.
just a repeat of Robert Tonyan.
Doesn't
Then
it seem like
Tom
that?
Brady. Absolutely. They bring in Howard, OJ Howard
OJ, yeah,
from
correct.
Tampa,
Yep.
and you already got a high-powered offense, and you're adding more guys like that. It's just like, yeah, I don't like that. Then Tom Brady, 9.1, and Hunter Renfrow.
Ooh, I love that late Hunter Renfrow pick.
Yeah, that's not bad. And like the 8th, 9th, I'm willing to
Yeah.
take a shot on him. Absolutely. All right. So I really got all my starters. I should take a running back here to take a shot on somebody. Do I take Devin Singletary? But they took James Cook. He did show some promise going down the stretch there.
Yeah, Moss got
he
phased out, and Singletary was the main back. We're only gonna go 2 more rounds, Mac, just so you know. So
yes.
choose wisely, my friend.
Yeah, screw the defense. I ain't drafting a defense. So I think I want to take a guy that will be a good backup. They brought him back. I'm reaching a little bit here. I guess I'm not really reaching. But he's a running back too, even last year with Javonte Williams. But say something happens to Javonte Williams, he got Melvin Gordon there. They brought him back. They need him. I'm going to take Melvin Gordon here in the 9th round because I'm choosing between Rashad Penny. I don't trust Penny. Only 6 good games out of him in his entire career. And Michael Carter, not enough volume. At least I'm getting to 50-50 amount of volume with this running back instead of 65-35 with Michael Carter and Breece Hall.
I love that pick with Melvin Gordon. He still put up decent numbers last year, being in a handcuff. So,
yeah, he was running back 22 on the season.
Yeah,
in PPR formats, and this offense is going to be better. They're going to score more, not just through the air. So I have faith in that. So I do like that pick, if I do say so myself. So you were on the clock now, but Chris Olave went after me, then Matt Stafford, Rashad Penny, and Pat Freiermuth, my boy.
Yeah. Oh, well, team 5's. You should have. That just makes sense for you. So team 5's being a real McAsshole.
Team Fat.
Yeah.
Team Fat now.
Yeah. He took Patrick Mahomes and Matthew Stafford. Why would you need that stack? I don't know.
You want me to
but he will not fall. No, it's all right. This will happen in a regular draft where people
does. We have a guy in one of our leagues that takes 3 quarterbacks.
Oh, does he ever win?
No.
There we go. So
he had Mahomes and Rodgers 2 years ago. I'm just like, dude, what are you doing?
Take it easy, Biscuit. You just ruin it for everyone else.
Seriously.
So since that's the case, I'm gonna probably punt on quarterbacks for a little bit. Maybe get one in the next round, see if something comes up. But I'm probably looking at running back. Isaiah Spiller's here, which I'm really liking. Devin Singletary, Michael Carter, James Robinson, Isaiah Spiller. I think that's pretty much where I'm at for running backs. I think I might take the upside. Devin Singletary's got stuff there. Isaiah Spiller, like I said, I think I have to stick to my guns, Mac, and say he becomes a starter.
Hey, look a little bit further down, though. Ooh, he took him. I was going to say Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah,
showing a lot of promise, too.
He is, but I never trust that backfield as, I'm looking for real, that is good upsides, but you just never know when to play him. At least with Spiller, you'll know.
If he's taking over, you know it.
Yeah, or Eckler, if he's hurt, you know that he's going to play. With the Patriots, you do not know. You have no clue who's going to be the player that day. So after I took Isaiah Spiller, taking a shot on him, quarterbacks just went off the board again.
They were just like, screw you, I need my second quarterback.
I was thinking about taking Derek Carr and Trey Lance on the turnaround, but oh well. So Derek Carr went off at the 9-9, Michael Carter, Devin Singletary, and then to finish off the 9th, Mike Gesicki, Mac. How do you like Mike Gesicki in the is that 9th round?
Yeah, end of the 9th round, the 9-12. I like it, man. He does have some zeros up there, but so does Hawkinson as well.
Oh yeah. The
And
tight
he
ends
was
hit or miss sometimes.
He was 9th last year. I am sorry. The year before he was 7th. I mentioned that earlier.
Top 10.
But I think the offense is going to be much better. And if the field is being stretched with Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and he can be like a yard sale version of Travis Kelce that you can grab in the 9th round, 10th round, I'm willing to take a shot on him. Big
As
guy.
am I. As am I. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at what we got coming to me, and it's not looking good.
No, it's not. But I was gonna say
the-
Mike Gesicki, he had the tag, the franchise tag, but it's definitely not a big price tag like Kelsey got. So
Aaron Joku, yeah.
Aaron
James
Joku.
Robinson with the 10-1, Deshaun Watson with the 10-2, 10-3, Trey Lance, and Christian Watson with the 10-4. I like that a lot. Christian Watson, rookie for Green Bay. Jameson Williams, is there, kind of enticing. I'm not taking a third rookie. That's just fantasy suicide. So I think I'm going to look. I got a lot invested in running backs and wide receivers, so I feel like I could go either way. Hunter Henry, I feel like I should just go necessarily. He's going to do it, Mac. This is going to be gross. I'm going to go with the stack of Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins. This one hurts me.
I like it. I was sad to tell you, once you missed your quarterback and they didn't come back Stafford, I was like, yeah, just grab Kirk Cousins in this 10th round.
You can always grab him real late.
You could grab him in the double-digit rounds.
I've won leagues with him. Don't worry, Mac. That's not your clock ticking. It was mine. Just from the unrefreshed page.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I saw you grab Zach Ertz earlier, and I was like, "Oh, working to my advantage, making this guy foolish."
I should have waited. Who should I grab instead? Aaron Rodgers, Robert Woods. Oh no, other way. Wow, idiot. Bateman. Yeah, I don't really like any of the other players there, so I'm okay with Zach Ertz there.
Yeah, good buddy. Yeah, so this is going to be your last pick of this draft that we're doing right here.
It is. Should I take my defense now, or we should just scratch that we're going to do a defense in general? Call it an audible. I think I want
audible. You need to lower the screen so our viewers can see.
Oh, I am sorry.
Gotcha.
I can
Audible that.
Task. There we go. So yeah, what I got to choose from, it's not much. I already took Garrett Wilson, and do I want to take a second rookie wide receiver? And Sky Moore with Kansas City. Take the shot to see if he's a good replacement for Tyreek Hill. We'll see. I think MVS will be that guy, and Juju. And it's just too many mouths to feed there now. But Tyler Boyd is a nice wide receiver 3, but I'm looking a little bit deeper here. I did take Chris Godwin, but what if Chris Godwin is not ready to go at the beginning of the season? So I'm doing something a bit strange here. I'm going to take a handcuff in wide receiver with Russell Gage, who just got signed in with Tampa. And that will be how I close out in the 10th round. A little bit too early, but I wanted to get it on the pod of how I'm thinking. If you do take Chris Godwin, you should take Russell Gage in the later rounds just to handcuff him to make sure that Chris Godwin's ready to go at the beginning of the season. And if he's not, don't worry. You got somebody with some cheap capital at the end. No, not the end of the draft, end of our draft, but in the double-digit rounds, you're taking the shots. You're taking on those guys that are going to fill in for a few weeks. So then we got Michael Gallup taking next and Christian Kirk. In the 10th round, Christian Kirk, they put the money invested into him. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Hopefully it's a better offense under Peterson over there.
Yeah, in the 10th. Why
Mhm.
not? So, Mac, what I'm taking away from this draft is wide receivers seem a little deep this year.
They are. They are. Especially
Running
when a
backs,
team
not so
goes
much.
running back heavy at number one there. But uh yeah, I really think in a real draft here, I probably wouldn't have gone AJ Brown. I probably would have gone Aaron Jones there instead and then see what receiver came back to me.
Okay, just
If
with
it
the
would be
scarcity.
AJ Brown or Mike Evans or Keenan Allen. I think that's something I look back. But here, let me talk over my team. What I took first round, Derrick Henry, then AJ Brown in the second, Aaron Jones in the third, Amari Cooper in the fourth, and Chris Godwin the fifth. Then Jalen Hurts, then Garrett Wilson, the rookie with the Jets. Then Zach Ertz as my tight end. Melvin Gordon on my bench. Then Russell Gage on my bench. Unless Chris Godwin is out at the beginning of the season, I'll be throwing Russell Gage in there. So yeah, I was just saying, looking back at my draft, I probably would have flipped the AJ Brown and taken Aaron Jones to lock up two running backs and then go wide receiver later on. Because I wouldn't mind Pittman, I wouldn't mind Waddle, say if one of those guys fell to me instead. Or Brandon Cooks even, or Marquise Brown, and punting on quarterback. I think that's what I would have switched. Any thoughts on my team, or you just want to talk about yours?
Yeah, yours sucks. Mine's, but no, it's good. No, I actually like your layout in general. I think I have the exact thing. AJ Brown, you could have switched with Aaron Jones in a regular draft. That might have made a little bit more sense. In this one,
Mm-hmm.
I think you played it properly. Chris Godwin kind of threw me off, but it was you were already thinking about taking him where you got Amari Cooper. So the fact that you
Right.
got Chris Godwin after you already got Amari Cooper, I think you cleared yourself on that, and you already have two studs to place into your starting lineup, no matter who is the starter in Cleveland. With Amari Cooper and Watson,
Mm-hmm.
even if Watson's not the starter, Cooper's still going to get his targets. Usually, you
He's gonna
know,
have to.
yeah, that's what it is. They giving him money. He no doubt about it. So not a bad team. And then to put Jalen Hurts as a very high upside quarterback with a team like this. So you have two stud running backs, two stud wide receivers. Zach Ertz might seem like your only weak spot, but like you said, with Hopkins out, he's going to get a lot of work early, and hopefully that continues through the year. And then, as we all know, tight ends, a dime a dozen necessarily going through the season. There's going to be at least 4 or 5 floaters of good tight ends that people are going to be picking up. It just happens.
They float to the top.
Exactly. So, leaving your team behind, talking about the winning team, I can't
Yes.
really say that too much just because my quarterback's Kirk Cousins. But I took Justin Jefferson at the 108, Nick Chubb, Keenan Allen, 4th round, Josh Jacobs, TJ Hawkinson, which I love in the 5th. It's kind of like, I believe that's where he was going like last year. So he's kind of stayed even. And then I took two iffy picks with Treylon Burks and Drake London, two rookies. These guys are going to be necessarily in my flex spot. So I might need to grab somebody to throw in there early on. Rookies usually tend to take, 2 to 3 weeks to actually start like getting on there. You remember just like you said, Mag, while we drafted Justin Jefferson started off real slow. I was an idiot and got rid of him early, and I should have just kept him. Should have waited it out, see what happens. So as we do often, here's a tip. Pay attention, especially with rookies with high draft capital from the actual NFL draft. Keep them on your lineup and let it marinate a little bit. Don't give up too soon.
Yeah. Give it at least a month and see what
Exactly.
happens.
Yeah, 4 or 5 games. It's not going to kill you. That's when you really got to start buckling down, anyways. So after that, I grabbed, what round was that? The 9th round, 8th round. I'm sorry, Chase Edmonds, Isaiah Spiller, and I finished off with Kirk Cousins. a nice stack with Justin Jefferson after all the other quarterbacks or relevant quarterbacks
Mm-hmm.
really went. I could have went Justin Fields, but I'd rather get Kirk Cousins with obviously the stack, and I just know he's going to, around 20 points in a PPR draft. I mean, a PPR league.
Yeah, he's a
And
borderline top 12. He's
exactly.
just barely making in there, ranking 11th the past couple seasons. So in double digit rounds, you can't get too picky, and there's nothing wrong with that pick there.
And so, Mac, I love both our 2 running backs and our 2 starting wide receivers.
Mm.
It's looking pretty good. I got Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, and then Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, and you got Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, and then AJ Brown, Amari Cooper. I love that. If you can start any draft like that, you're looking pretty good.
Yeah, I was hoping for Jalen Waddle, but he was taken right before me, before Amari Cooper. But
Yep.
I can't complain with Chris Godwin there as well. So that's good.
I don't want to hear you complain.
I know you don't want to hear me bitch. But yeah, I like your Josh Jacobs in the 4th. I think he's going to get some work, especially with Devontae Adams there opening up. So they're not going to be stacking the box too much anymore against the Raiders there. And then, yeah, Treylon Burks, they shipped AJ Brown out of there, so they need somebody to step up, and they traded up for him. So I like that pick. The Drake London one, though, I'm nervous about with their quarterback situation, and I believe they're tanking. So I just don't think they're going to be a good offense. So I'm a little nervous with that. But say everybody's double and tripling Kyle Pitts. Hopefully Drake London can make some noise for you. Can be the ringing the bells at Buckingham Palace. I think that's what they do over there.
I'm kind of hoping he just takes like the Russell Gage catches and stuff like that, becomes somewhat relevant. I'm not looking for a crazy breakout this first year. Like you said, they're not going to go crazy.
Or something like Amon-Ra St. Brown at the end of the year. He picks it up. You plug him in on your flex play or somebody out on a bye week. So we got a lot of good players late in the season on bye weeks. So
yeah, that we
can
do.
Prepare for that too. All right. Well, thank you very much, Regan. That was great. We will share this stuff on our socials. Just a tip, FFP. Check us out, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We'll make a graph, maybe, Regan, if we have time. When you're in the hospital room doing
we'll see.
Handing ice chips. Making that. Regan makes most of our graphs, all the good-looking ones. I do the emergency fill-in ones, but much appreciated to Regan for doing that. We'll set these up, compare our teams, and we'll put a poll out there, so make sure you look out for our tips and our poll. Wink, wink.
Oh, snap. The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Wow. You guys don't get that often. Enjoy.
It's hot. It's hot out, and we weren't wearing our Haynes' briefs tonight,
briefs.
so everything's just hanging out there. Thanks a lot, Ryan, for leaving us hanging.
Chicks think that, though. You're cool.
Yeah, it's fine. No, they would not. All right. Well, do you have anything for the leftovers here, Regan?
Celtics to the finals, baby. Pumped.
I know.
You knew I had to bring it up.
You had to. I was going to bring it up if you did. I would be offended.
A nice cup to go along with this, these finals, so I'm a little nervous, actually.
A little excited.
Yeah, well, hey, if the baby's born, I can watch the game with the baby. Good luck charm right there. So we'll see.
Good luck charm. I hope so. When I got the vid, it was right where March Madness started. So I had nothing to do but sit down and watch every single game that I could. So that's what I did for that whole week. It was a pretty exciting time. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much it. My Xbox was broken. Gotta get that fixed. It sucks. But yeah, Celtics, they're gonna win it in. Yeah, it's gonna go 7. It's got to go 7.
My heart can't handle that again.
It will. It's gonna be great. Can't wait to see it.
All right, Mac. What do you got, buddy? Let's finish this off strong. You got anything good?
I really don't.
Celtics do.
I'm just excited for them. I need to go see Maverick. I got to put in a movie plug for Ryan there.
What a loser.
I know. Yeah. Really got nothing else. Great Memorial Weekend. I should have mentioned
Absolutely.
that at the top. Not like anybody's
you.
listening right now, but great to have that day of remembrance. Great parade in our hometown of Rehoboth.
Oh yeah.
They had belly dancers, so it was a little weird.
What?
The bells on their belts and their wrists,
Oh,
and they're all dancing.
I was recovering from a wedding, so I did not make it.
Yeah, you
wish I did now.
Did miss that. But I don't know. Maybe somebody took some pictures for you. I could send them your way.
Please don't.
Pretty sure Ryan's mom was in there too, though. So that was nice.
I'll bow my head for him.
Good night.